Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Bold and the Beautiful early weekly spoilers for January 5th through the 9th give Bill Spencer, Don Diamond, blasting an enemy, and Eric Forrester, John McCook, absolutely stunned. As we always do on Early Edition Day, we start with what's coming the rest of this week. Then we get into what's ahead next week. So on Wednesday, December 31st, it is New Year's Eve, and Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, has got more harsh things to say to Katie Logan, Heather Tom. This carries over from Tuesday's episode. The ego that Brooke is showing while trying to make Katie feel less than is not going to be good for their relationship as sisters. To me, it sounds like Brooke has herself on this pedestal up above Katie, Heather Tom. I do think she has had some jealousy of her sister, but to say that kind of thing out loud, if you've ever had a big sister, and I have one, and you've ever had a big sister say something like that to you, that's a deal breaker. That's like one of those things you'll never get over. Their bickering continues as Brooke keeps insisting she can't use the name Logan despite them now having the trademark for her new fashion house. After Brooke drops big attitude on her little sister, she's going to storm out of Spencer Publications, leaving Katie very upset. Then she spills to Bill Spencer about what Brooke did and what she said. I think if she had appealed to Katie and come at her politely instead of acting like Ridge Forrester and making demands with ultimatums and insults, Brooke would probably have gotten a lot further with her sister. After she leaves Katie upset, Brooke heads back over to Forrester Creations to fill in Carter Walton and Ridge about their confrontation and tells them that Katie is not going to give up the name and she does indeed have the trademark on Logan now, which they were worried about. Carter thinks it's Bill's fault for the damage that's being done to Brooke and Katie's sibling relationship. Me personally, I think it's down to Ridge and his awful and pushy king-of-the-world attitude that is rubbed off on Brooke. They seem to think they're better than everybody, smarter than everybody, and entitled to everything. Bill heads over to Forrester Creations to read Ridge the riot act after Katie tells him about what Brooke did and said. I do like that Katie clapped back at Brooke, asking if she's jealous that Bill did this for her, something he'd never done for Brooke. I mean, I have to say, I'm sorry, but if I was Katie, I'd still be ticked off about Bill building that special sex room at Spencer Publications for him and Brooke. Do you guys remember that? That has been, gosh, maybe 8 years ago? I'm trying to remember because if you recall, Bill and Brooke would go in that room right off the CEO office and they were fooling around, but they were still doing a lot of other stuff and they were rationalizing it as not cheating because they weren't doing that one thing. That was, I think, during the period where Brooke wound up under their bed in the bedroom. It was so dodgy and so horrible. I think Katie should still be mad at both of them about that. Thursday, January 1st, we're going to start off 2026 with an encore episode as B&B airs a rerun of the fashion show in Italy. This was the location shoot with Brooke, Ridge, Eric Forrester, and Nick Marone. There we see Brooke posing and modeling and using Nick's presence to deliberately make Ridge jealous. That was the same episode where Eric was pressuring Ridge to dump Taylor Hayes and get back with Brooke, the woman he's meant to be with. Ridge was still pushing back on Eric. At that point, Nick had a ring and was planning a proposal, whisking Brooke away by boat. If you were watching, you know she fell off the back of the boat. Ridge resuscitated her, and it was an insta reunion. Although once they got back to LA, Ridge took his own sweet time letting Taylor know that he had dumped her yet again. Friday, January 2nd, we get the first new episode of Bold and the Beautiful of the new year. So Dylan is staying in what seems to be like an upstairs garage apartment guest house because she can look down and see that outdoor shower, and she is watching Will Spencer showering in his swim trunks. I don't know if she's perving or what's going on. I like that Dylan said she couldn't stay at the house with just Will there, and then Electra said she'd stay, and then she agreed. Dylan is thanking them for their hospitality this week, and Electra tells Dylan that all Will wants is her respect, which is a very strangely worded spoiler from the promo. Daphne is also making a gesture to show Electra and Will that she appreciates them. I still think something's up with this girl. Brooke, Ridge, and Carter cook up a plan to try and make things harder for Katie Logan as she sets up her new fashion house. I do wonder if they're going to try and take legal action to stop her from launching her new fashion house using the trademark name Logan. One thing my legal research showed is Brooke might win a case in court, not taking away the trademark, but requiring that they have to add a disclaimer to everything saying not affiliated with Brooke Logan. That would be a whole hassle and would kind of be a big insult to have to label on all their marketing. The week of January 5th through the 9th, we're going to see Eric finding out soon about Katie starting her new fashion house. He's going to hear about the trademark Logan being up for grabs because Carter let it lapse. I do wonder if Eric will initially be Team Ridge and Brooke, but then change his mind when he sees how nasty they're being. Ridge has been horribly insensitive to his dad, so Eric might have some sympathy for Katie. We know Donna Logan does not like what she's hearing come out of Brooke and Ridge's mouths. They were trash-talking Katie before they even went over there and heard the Logan name, so it's only going to go downhill from here. So, Deacon Sharp needs to catch up on his therapy sessions with Taylor Hayes after the holidays. Deacon may tell his therapist it was a little rough at Christmas because Sheila wouldn't be welcome at his kids' homes, and obviously he's not going to miss out on seeing the grandkids. Bill and Katie double down to make her company a success. They're ready to start hiring. I do wonder how long until Donna or Eric show Katie the collection he just designed. Meanwhile, Carter may work on legal strategies to interfere with Katie's startup venture. Deke Sharp may hear about Katie's new fashion house from Deacon or Liam Spencer and rush over there with his portfolio looking for a shot. Deke's got no love lost for the Forresters after they abruptly let him go, even though Hope Logan didn't want him fired, and it was his dream job. Liam is determined to help his stepmother Katie. He may also tell Hope how awful her mother Brooke and stepdad Ridge are being to Katie. I mean, that wasn't Hope's finest hour, but it also showed her where her mom Brooke's loyalties lie, and it's not with Hope. Ridge, Brooke, and Steffi Forrester are going to rant about losing the Logan trademark, and Carter may face some heat, but it's a done deal. Now watch for what's next with Dylan, because it seems like they're doing a story about homelessness, but Brad Bell may twist this into something else entirely. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.